Community 54, LES, crossing borders. The name evolved naturally. We started about 3 years ago, 2011. The brand originated, and the original location was at 54 Clinton. Community comes from all of our friends, associates, musicians, artists, and a lot of our people came together when we were building out our original space. We didn't even have a name. We owned another brand before, and we sold that brand and then needed a new name. And via all of our homies helping out with the last build out and setup, it just felt like community. It was like, wow, the whole community, all our homies that said, yo, when you're building a space out, we'll help you guys. I got a wrench, I got a drill. Those people kind of came through and really helped us to build out the original space. We've been blessed, and it's all happened naturally. Most of the artists that we fuck with or work with are cats that we know personally, and we've seen them come up. At the time in 2011, things were kind of slow in New York, music-wise, and we hosted some cats that we met from Harlem who we thought were from Texas. And, you know, a few people now know that rapper, A.S.A.P. globally. He hosted our opening of the New York space. He hosted an event in the Toronto space, and that night was legendary. The film from that night, and a lot of cats like Flatbush Zombies and a lot of groups were like just in attendance as like up and coming cats for that event. So we've been blessed. We got a lot of love in Japanese magazines and started getting picked up by Japanese stores carrying our Community 54 product. That led to us working with a lot of Korean artists, most notably G-Dragon, who's like, you know, the Jay-Z of Korea. Again, like he rocked one of our D-Boy Bart hat, and you know, overnight he like 150 sales of one hat. What the hell happened? And you trace it back, and all those sales came from Korea. So we're blessed now to have a really good following overseas in both of those territories. Games are still a big part of what we do. We have less space here for the games, but we'll be re-upping all the time and curating them, like fighting games, sports games, you know, action games, that type of vibe. Last Friday of every month in New York and Toronto, we host Finale Fridays. It's been a really important part of what we do. Again, real community-based. The focus is independent brands, new brands, people that don't get an opportunity to showcase their product in a store setting. Most new brands, I know you do your own brand, the toughest thing is how do I get it out? Like obviously my homies are just showing love, hopefully, you know, and I'm doing it out the trunk, or you know, I'm hustling, you know, I got my website, but how do I get it in stores? And I'm calling stores, and the stores will remain nameless, but no one wants to even take my call, much less put my product in the store. So we came up with an idea of open forum. We don't judge the brands, just like we don't judge the people that come into our store. You know, we're not super cool guys, we're not exclusionary. When we have an event or a party, I know I'm sidetracking a little bit, but we're open for everybody. Much love to ARTSY Magazine for supporting independent brands, stores, musicians, concepts. Showing Community 54 love is one of your, I think, first in this series of things that you're doing to give back. Definitely been checking out the online magazine, Real Fresh. You guys also covered one of our movie nights already, so I mean, you guys are fam. Really haven't done any media yet, so we really appreciate ARTSY coming out and showing love. DG Community 54, located in Alphabet City, NY, the center of the earth, Gotham City. Much love.